For tonight's Madison Minute, I chose a quote by James Madison. "The advancement and diffusion of knowledge is the only true guardian of liberty." Public education is a fundamental American principle. In 1647, over 100 years before America would win its independence and establish itself as a nation, the Puritan settlers passed the Old Deluder Satan Act. It was the first education-based law passed in the colonies, and it would later become the foundation of our American public school system. The premise of this law stated that all children must be taught to read and write proficiently. The Puritans believed that any person who could read and interpret the scriptures for themselves would be sufficiently armed to defend themselves from the deceptions and temptations of the devil. Thus, they believed that education was the key to creating intelligent individuals with a strong moral foundation. This plan worked. A century later, this simple and effective educational system produced America's founding fathers, arguably one of the most intelligent, well-read, and articulate generations our country has ever known. This is not the education system that we have in place today. As everyone in this room knows, our schools, our whole education system has been captured. Our children are not being taught to read, not being taught to write, and they're not being taught to think critically. Over 54% of Americans who have graduated from public schools cannot read at a 6th grade level. Our children are being taught to hate America, to hate the Christian values and the principles of liberty that America was founded upon. Some children are being taught that they are victims who will never be able to succeed in life due to an oppressive social hierarchy. Some are being taught that they are oppressors, who should hate themselves for the wrongs their ancestors have committed. And some children are being taught that they were born in the wrong body, and their only chance at happiness is to medically and surgically mutilate their healthy bodies. Our children are not being educated. They are being indoctrinated. My oldest daughter began kindergarten in August 2020 during the height of the COVID-19 hysteria. She was only allowed to attend in-person school 1 day a week, and she was required to do virtual schooling on the other 4 days. At 6 years old, she was required by law to wear a mask for the majority of her 8-hour school day. As her mother, I was not allowed inside the school. On her first day of in-person schooling, I dropped her off at the front entrance. She was taken inside by a staff member whose name I did not know, to a classroom that I had never seen, and placed with a teacher whom I had never met. As a mom, I felt completely overwhelmed. I knew there were massive problems in our public school system, and I had no idea how to fix them. I didn't even know where to start. Joining Moms for Liberty has changed my life. This organization has given me the tools and the knowledge that I needed to stand up and advocate for my children. We have organized from a group of frustrated and overwhelmed parents into an organization of informed and empowered parents who have fought tooth and nail to better our public schools. With Moms for Liberty, I have found a community, and in this community, I have found hope. With all of us parents fighting together, it is possible to take back our public schools. In order to save our children, in order to save our country, we must first save our schools. The advancement and diffusion of knowledge is the only true guardian of liberty. Thank you.